Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here. Long time no see. I know I've been posting a lot of reviews, but it's because I've been working on a lot of stuff. So, here we are talking about how I sort my parts, kind of the tips and tricks and best ways for you to sort your parts. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, so I apologize in advance, but we are talking about how to properly sort your parts. Now, as you can see, I have a very large part wall. It spans 30 feet long, 8 feet tall, 8 to 10 feet tall, and there is a lot of shelves. So, how do you go about sorting this many parts? Now, first and foremost, I have to give you a couple tips and tricks. Now, I started off by basically parting out a lot of bulk bins and stuff like that so that I could get all of these parts. I would find totes similar to that, you know, and that one down there, I know you can't see it, but similar to those of just parts that, you know, parents are getting rid of or people just don't want anymore. So I've been gathering a large amount of parts through that way, and how do I sort them? So I started off by sorting, as you can see, by color. Now, is that a good way to go? Well, it depends on your parts, right? So if you don't have a large selection of parts, then sorting by color like this, and just throwing, if I show you this bin here, you know, I've just essentially thrown random parts in the same color in a bin. They're all mixed up. If you don't have a whole lot of parts, this is a really great way to sort your parts. It's all by color. You know you need a certain color in a part. You look through the bins, no problem. However, there is a problem. It is very time consuming to go through this entire bin of parts, and essentially maybe you find some of the parts that you need, maybe you don't. So it's very hard to determine what you have. So when you're putting together, you know, a mock like this, and you're going through your parts, and you go through a large quantity of parts like I have, it's very difficult to try to find those parts. And time consuming. Because again, you might go through, you might have, you know, 4 or 5 of these in one color, these parts in one color, but then you look through all of those parts, and you can't even find the part that you're looking for. So that becomes a problem. So if you have a very small quantity of parts, I would highly recommend you doing by part. It works out. I've used this method for years when I've done plenty of mocks. As you can see, it does work well. Problem with that, again, is if you're trying to find parts for, you know, a mock similar to this, to go through all these white bins is rather time consuming. So what I would recommend is doing it by part. Now, as you can see, some of these bins, I've gone to the pab wall. I've gotten cups of individual parts. I don't separate parts, or I don't mix parts in the cups. I just get all one part. And essentially this works out really well. Problem is of course, if you don't have this kind of space, you know, like I do, I'm very blessed with the space that I have, that may not work for you, okay? Plus, Lego in general has over 10,000 different parts and color variations in their palette. That's going to take up, oh my gosh, like this is not even close to what they have, right? So that's something to think about. Now, I've also seen people separate their parts via part type. So you might see, you know, all but bricks in one bin, all plates in one bin, all, you know, odd parts, slopes in one bin, stuff like that. That's a really great way to do it as well. You'll see a bin like this, but instead of having it all one color, you have like 30 or 40 different colors in there. That is also a great way because it is easy to sit there and look through that bin and go, okay, I need a red, and you've got mixed in colors. It's easy to pick out the color. So if you're going, I would say half OCD, I would go ahead, I would definitely part or sort by individual part type, okay? Now, I've seen some people go an extended version of that and go individual part, individual color. So, again, as you can see with this bin has 1x4 plates. There is nothing but 1x4 light bluish gray plates in this. This one, it is nothing but 1x2. They look like gutter plates. This is nothing but masonry brick in dark bluish gray. This is nothing but 1x2 dark bluish gray. That is an amazing way to do it. If you have the time, you have the ability with your parts, that is definitely the way to go. Now, what I have been doing is, as you guys have, as we talked about, I originally did it by color. Now I'm going the extra mile, and I've been sorting all of the parts by individual piece and by color. Now, full transparency, I'm not doing it alone. Special shout out to Debbie. Thank you so much. She has helped me quite a bit with a lot of these colors. But I've also been doing a lot of the colors myself. So it is very time consuming. We spend hours and hours and hours separating this. But the benefit is you put in the time the first time. And then after that, you never really have to do it again. Now, the thing is that, of course, these are all in individual sandwich bags and then gallon bags, which means you're going to spend a lot of, well, a little bit of money on sandwich bags, boxes and boxes and boxes of sandwich bags. These are a great deal. Walmart, they're not sponsoring me, but Walmart 300 bags, $6. It's pretty a sweet deal. My Walmart didn't have the 300 count. So I went with the 200 count. They only had like one or two of these, so I bought the 200 count. But ultimately, that's gonna take up a lot of bags. So as you can see, I use these shoe box, the Sterlite shoe boxes. I've seen people use all kinds of different things. I've seen people use these. Of course, mine are a little bit dirty. I have to wash them, but I've seen them use these little drawers. These drawers are great. However, it really depends on the quantity of the parts you have. So I've seen people use these. I have looked into these acrylic ones. I really like the look, but they are a little pricey. They look clean, they look neat. You can see the parts in them. However, you know, for a 4-pack, it's like 16 drawers. It's like $30. So that gets expensive. However, that is also saying that people also use these. Now, these were given to me last night. They are obviously craft bins. You can get them at Harbor Freight. You can get them at Walmart, Target, all those places. Same with these. You can get these at all of those different places. You can buy them online on Amazon, and they're great. However, obviously, you can only store so many parts. So with my situation, with the amount of parts that I have, I kind of have to go big or go home, right? So these are also great. These are bigger bins. Now, in the situation with this, obviously, if I'm doing per part and I've already bagged them out, I can just throw in an individual part in every single color and just mark on here, you know, this is 1x2 bricks. And when I open it up, it has every color 1x2 brick that I possibly have. And if, depending on your, you know, part quantity, you could sit there and do, okay, well, it's a 1x2 brick, but it's 1 brick tall, or 2 bricks tall, 3 bricks tall, 5 bricks tall, stuff like that. So there are options depending on what you want to do. Your part selection and style of OCD. Like I said, I'm going through and with the help of some friends, organizing everything by part, because quite frankly, I don't know what I have. I have so many parts, and I don't know how many parts I have. I don't know the quantities of each part. I don't know which colors I have, other than from what I can see on the part wall. And that's where it gets difficult to continue my city. And that's why I haven't. So as you guys can see, quick city update. I have the information or the materials for the tables. I am going to be expanding with at least 2 tables. So that's going to be fun. My city is a complete mess. The reason why is because I don't know where anything is going until I finish the tables. Because I want to do mountains, I want to do a beach, I want to do rivers and waterfalls and stuff like that. So, for the most part, the last few months, I've been starting to sort my parts by individual part and by individual color. I've been working on getting the materials so that I can build more tables. Haven't been able to build them, quite frankly, because the weather has sucked. But as you can see, I have been building. So you'll see videos coming out shortly on the bowling alley. I have been working on my coral reef project. I have been working on the museum, so I just built that. I think some of the other stuff that you guys have already seen. Coming over here, I've been working on the botanical garden, which I'll post like that. So there's the botanical garden turned modular building. I've been building the Monkey Kid fruit mountain, I believe it's called, set. I have been kind of working on the Stark Tower. I've been doing cool stuff like this, where I've been working on some gremlin heads, some basically Gizmo and Stripe. I've been working on kind of clearing out some of the sets that I've already built. I need to part them out and stick the parts where they go. I've been helping friends with their projects. There's been a lot. Plus I've had some family issues. So we've had about 3 or 4 deaths in the family in the last 6 months. So been dealing with some personal stuff. I've got a lot to do, and it's been fun. Trust me. But going back to the sorting, couple tips and tricks here and there. All right, 1, figure out the space of your sorting wall or your part wall. Figure that out first. 2nd, analyze your parts. What parts you have, how many colors you have, all of that kind of fun stuff. Number 3, figure out how you want to sort or how OCD you want to get. Do you want to do per color? Do you want to do per part style? Meaning brick, plate, tile, slope, that kind of thing. 4th, figure out how much time you have to spend on sorting versus spending on mocking. 5, figure out your storage needs. Meaning analyze going back to the other step of analyzing your parts, figuring out what or how you want to sort them, figure out essentially in what way, what materials you want to use to sort, if you want to use this kind of stuff, or if you want to custom build something. It depends. Also analyze which parts you have, because obviously, some of these parts are smaller than others. I have a bin up here, it's a little hard to see, of nothing but random bigger pieces. I have a bin right there of nothing but wheels. I have bins over here that are nothing but doors, and these are all, minifigure accessories. I have bins of just minifigures. So figure out your essentially the parts that you have, the space that you have, the type of sorting that you want to do, the time that you have to sort versus building mocks. Because obviously once you have these organized by individual part, individual color, and you go that far into the OCD, you're going to run into a situation where you don't have to spend a lot of time searching for those parts. And you have a full understanding of what you have, where you have it, and it will become a lot easier. If you have buckets just of like this, where it's all different colors, it's all different parts, and these are from extra sets or, you know, packs, polybags, built sets that you're taking apart, it is very difficult to figure out, one, what you have, two, where you have it. Because I have a bunch of these bins of just random parts, random colors, all of that, and it gets very difficult. So, like I said, hopefully this video helps. Let me know in the comments below, what kind of sorting methods do you use? Oh, here's another tip. These are amazing. They're similar to egg cartons, and you get them when you buy the advent calendars. A lot of times they'll have it this or in cardboard. If they have this works out great because you can sit there and, you know, sort the parts that way. I have used the part cups or the pab cups. I have hundreds and hundreds of those that I will lay out on a floor and just go to town as far as sorting. But, you know, just kind of analyze what you have, what you want out of your part collection. I do not have a part store. I do know and understand that those who do have Bricklink and Brick Owl stores, they have to be super OCD. They have to know exactly how many or like the quantity of each part, the quality of each part. They have to know what parts they have, what they don't have, all that kind of fun stuff. So the main trick is take it one step at a time. Don't think you have to do all of this in one day. If you have a part selection like I do, don't think you have to sort it all in one day. It ain't going to happen. It is not going to happen. Just you take one bin at a time, one section at a time. You know, and if you're building sets, each set comes with an array of extra parts. Just start sorting those into individual color or individual part type, stuff like that. And you know, before you know it, you have something like this. So, again, hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comments below how you sort. If you think I'm insane, which I am totally fine with, if you take the time to comment, I will take the time to respond. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate all the love and support. Really do appreciate it. I do plan on going back to streaming. I'm going to figure out the system where I can dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. But, again, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate all the love and support, and we will see you next time on 36 Bricks. Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm going to subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Bricks.